Hey, what's up everyone? I'm SuperSonicJB, welcome back to more Kinkoi Golden Loveriche for the PC. So last time I continued playing through more of the game's story, and we went on a date with Ellie, and got to know her a little bit, and yeah, I spent some time with some other characters too. Now we continue on and playing through more of the game story in this episode, so we're gonna go and get started. Like the video, and make sure to hit that like button, as there helps out a lot, and subscribe my channel. So yeah, we're just gonna continue where we left off, and play through more of the game story, and hopefully hang out with more of our friends, so let's do it! Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. Sure am. Maybe. Bunch of stuff happened. I've been an ordeal since I ended up going along with Sylvie's whims both days. Kukuchiyo, what were you up to the last 2 days? Look at that laugh, man.
なんとついにエスペラント語の検定にて日常会話科の合格証をいただけたのです。
Nerd this time. Exactly.
でしたが、今となってはやりがいのある時間でした。これでようやくまた一つ将来の会話ができたと思うと実に晴れやかな気持ちです。
Yeah. So Esperanto, if I remember correctly. If I'm right. Kukuchiyo, was that it? Don't you like light novels? What? Well, my old classmate is really into researching Cthulhu? Is that what it is? No. Or is it? I think it is Cthulhu and stuff, and could even speak Esperanto. Yeah, he's frankly a nerd. And?
庶民はものを知らないな。
Yeah, man.
エスペラント語はれっきとした公用言語ですよ。
Oh, who are you again? Exactly. I can't remember your name, man. You're literally a faceless NPC. Nobody cares about you, okay? They didn't have the money in the budget to make your face, so yeah.
本当に覚えてない？ほら、教科書水浸し事件の。
He knows. Oh, I remember now.
本当に失礼なやつだ。これだから庶民は。
It's not commoners you got hate on. Is that racist? I mean, you were so freaked out after what happened that you've avoided me ever since. Yeah.
ビビってないぞ。ただ庶民なんぞに時間を割いてやる無駄をやめただけで。
And why are you having this conversation with me, you know?
なんだ？怒ったのか？怒ったなら怒鳴
Because
る
you're my
前にま
lawyer.
ず弁護士
Of
を
course
通
he
し
goes
て
behind the
な。
lawyer. Nah, I'm not mad. This is what you need from me
お
today.
前なんかに用があるか？録音寺君におめでと
See,
う
he
を言い
needs to
に来た
keep
だ
this
けだ。
chat this up, man. He needs to be this chat every once in a while.
ありがとうございます。
英語、フランス語、アラブ語、中国語、ドイツ語に続き、ついにエスペラント語ですか。
録音時
I'm
に
sorry, I cut you off, dude.
必要
You
な
paused
素
for
養
a
です
sec,
の。
though. So what benefit is there to speaking this Esperania
エス
language?
ペラント語。
これ
Yeah.
からの国際社会に必要な素養とされているんです。相手の国の言葉で話すのは大切だからね。
Okay. Oh, it's an international thing? But wouldn't English work in that case?
現在の
Yeah.
国際公用語は確かに英語ですが、今後国際社会で付き合っていくべき国々には、反英、反米、つまり英語を嫌う国々
They
が多くなっ
dislike
てきます。
English. Okay.
そこで、特に多国籍の企業間の友好のために用いる仮の公用語として、エスペラント語が注目されています。
エスペラント語は母国がない。どこの国にも属さない言葉だから敵を作らないというわけ。
So they literally made up their own language.
お
Oh.
前みたいな庶民には一生縁のない世界さ。お前はまず必死こいて英語から覚えるんだな。
Language, huh? All this talk of a distant world, and here I was on the brink of failing English. Something actually has been on my mind a little. There are no English classes at Noble Academy. I mean, I'm reading English right here, man. I guess it was given to the students who went here could speak English. Apparently, bilingualism was a basic fundamental for elites. It seriously was a school for elites of the elite. I mean, didn't Kukuchiyo say in the last episode? That's awesome, Kukuchiyo. You learned a whole language just because you might need it in the future.
覚えたとは言えません。日常会話に不便しない程度です。
Okay. That's plenty. Sorry, I've taken you lightly until
お
now.
気になさらず。 侮られてたので。
Of course not. I looked down on you ever since you owed and awed over those porn mags, all those.
わーわーなど言っていません。
Have they heard that?
いやらしい本ですか。録音寺くんがそんな
You were supposed to hear that, guys. Background characters. Oh, wait, are you all the sort that are intolerant of porn? Yeah, really.
そんなことはない。
ですが仮に録音寺くんどんなものを見たの？
Yeah, he's like, yeah, what kind? Research purposes, you know? I got you, man. This kind? Oh no, that sort of page on my phone. Nice reaction. What was it?
携帯電話でこんなページが。
Oh, duh.
なんだこの程度か。ただおっぱいが出ているだけじゃないか。
こんな
Maybe that guy likes his tentacle hentai.
特になんとも思いませんね。本当は。全然。
This guy probably likes his, I can't even know. It was a good joke. I don't know my hentai categories enough. I'm sorry. Sure was hanging in there. If you don't like the immature, how about this? Oh, I better stop. Oh, man. Of course, the classic. And even older? What? What now? Let's take it a step further. No, please don't be a grandma. A cougar! Oh my god, what the hell? The cougars. What the fuck? Why'd you be an actual cougar too? I'm trying to maul somebody. He said the M word. Oh, that's great, man. He literally said that. Oh my god. Oh, when I'm shorted out. Wait, was it actually? No, he said older ladies. I thought he said old ladies for a second. I'm like, ah! And God, I guess it's only us here. Dudes aren't your thing, huh? How about staying a little younger then? How's this, oh boy? What is it?
だからこれがどうした？バカバカしい。さすが庶民らしい
Oh, you probably like that, huh? What even was it?
世界に名だたる写真家のパパの仕事で小さい頃からモデルの裸だって飽きるほど見てるんだ。
You probably like that now.
大したことないさ。
Those don't do much. Then how about manga? Ooh.
所詮絵じゃないか。
He
こ
likes
れが
it,
どう
dude.
したこんな絵なんて所
He's
詮
losing it.
所詮
Oh my god, man. What is this chapter? Or
ど
episode?
うして股間が膨らんでいるんだ
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip that. Not sure. Oh, he's into the traps. He might like to stop him from fate.
男
This girl just crossed him with their born male. Oh
バカな
boy.
こんな可愛い子がお、
Oh man.
ついてるついてる男
Yeah, they're both shorted out, yeah. He sure likes his Alstapo, but yeah.
絵で描いただけでこんな
He likes his art of anime girls, whatever. That's what I'm saying was growing well too.
朝っぱらから何やってんの？
Discussing important life lessons, you know, taxes and all that. That might make for a good thumbnail. It probably won't be a thumbnail. I always say something like that, and then some cool art will appear, and I'll have to use that as a thumbnail. But I just like the look of her face right there, being like, "What are you doing?" Social studies, yeah, exactly.
やめんさいよ、純朴な少年たちに。
She knows what I'm doing. I know you're a naughty girl. Stop. There's a certain pleasure in showing off the raw and censored reality to naive hearts who believe in the sort of Cabbage Patch Boys.
いくちょ、鼻血拭いて。
Oh, damn.
すいません
I forgot. Kukushio, Esperanto, was it? Congrats on learning it.
はあどうもエスペラント語あれ一つも思い出せない
Ah! That's sick.
頭の中が
I like that one. I like that one. My mind is full of boobs, yeah. Looks like I went too far.
おはよう、オーラ。
Oh, hi
お
there.
はようございます。
Hi there. Oh, Ellie's nice too. Well, thanks for yesterday.
ねえねえオーロ聞いて聞いて昨日の始球式がね
I don't think he. No, he did watch that part. I saw it on TV. I'm glad it went well. So he looked delighted.
ブ
And
ルース・クラウンさん夕べのテレビ
of course they gotta
野球
say
の試合
that.
見たわよ素敵で
They
した
probably only watched for that part.
始球式なんてめちゃくちゃが普通なのに綺麗に投げてたよねマストで
She wouldn't have if it wasn't for my help.
でしょ投げ方はオーロに教わったな
Heck yeah. The girls all looked my way.
教えるのがすごく上手なのよそれに根気よく付き合ってくれてそれはそう何よりですわ
She's so cute. And off they went. Yeah, of course. Right then. I'm really out of place in class, huh?
今さら
She's like, yeah, you're just not realizing that? Sorry about what happened that time, our lecture. I've been in that external classroom. Maybe the way I flipped out was poorly executed.
女子は引いたかもね
But not you, though.
それ以前にこの学校の子ってまず庶民と自分たちは別物だって思ってるから
Of course, yeah. Guess so. Right now, it seemed a bit depressed and gave me a half shrug. We were in the same boat, so I understood what she was getting at. Oh well, it's out of our control. We actually are entirely different and all.
あ、オーロ今日の午後どうする
I don't know. As always, our afternoon lessons were optional.
もう転入して1週間になりますそろそろ何か打ち込むものを決めてはいかがです
Ooh, I mean, make a decision? Easy for her to say. My dream was graduate from school on good terms and become a civil servant who actually, what exactly could a guy like me get into?
打ち込むとか考えなくても自分が楽しいと思うことをやるでもいいのよ現に私なんかは完全に趣味でピアノをやってるし
Yeah. Hobby or not, you're still able to play on a professional level. You're into fashion, was it, Rena?
将来の夢はファッションデザイナーでございます
Okay. Kikuchi takes integrated business and admission, and Ellie-san does fencing. If I were to choose what to do between those options, I think I would go fencing, honestly.
私は体育総合体を動かすのが主です部活動の関係でフェンシングが多いだけで
None of them really clicked with me. Any of those would be fine if it was just to go and observe, but I didn't put my full effort into any of them.
こういうことは言いたくありませんが目標なき人生は時間の浪費ですよ
Yeah, I guess. 90% of young men and women are like that these days. I mean, you don't know at first, so you just gotta, like, kind of live, you know, and see what happens. Those are those in the world who want to do nothing but play video games and the like. And so wouldn't that mean you're dedicating your life to it? I guess. In my case.
そうだ野球をやったらどう
Ah,
ほら野球がとても上手でしょなら
no thanks.
知るやん知るやんオーロに野球はやらせちゃダメ
Yeah,
どう
really.
してこの学園野球部は女子しかいない
All girls!
自由授業なら混ざれるけど女の子だらけの空間にオーロが自分から入ってくのはちょっときつい
There's no guys playing baseball at this school. Like, this school is like, what, 50-50? Like, 50 guys? Or like, I mean, percentage-wise. Not literal 50 guys, 50 girls, but like, 50-50 or like, the percent-wise of male to female, right? But, damn, they don't have... They have a girls' baseball. Not even a softball, a baseball. Like, wow. These girls usually play softball. I wish you wouldn't toss me with a bunch of women, yeah. Not like my dorm was hard enough on me as it was. Wait, we have a baseball club? Exactly.
女子野球男子は定員割れで
Oh, it's
活動
suspended.
停止状態ですが
Wait, to me, okay.
この学校は男子が少ないですからねチーム競技はなかなか
I'm sure a bunch of upper class ladies playing baseball. Is that actually relevant to their futures? Yeah. Surprised it's not softball. Usually girls play softball.
将来につながることだけが推奨されているわけではありま
I've
せん
seen girls play baseball before, but a full team? I don't know if I've seen a full team of girls playing baseball. It's always like, I'm just like reminiscing about what I grew up with. I didn't see any of that. But yeah,
楽しいからやるもありですよ
okay. I see. End up wandering around campus under the pretext of observation without picking anything to do. What should I do? Is it in time? Focus on studying for the future? Nah! It was time that was totally foreign to me. The biggest difference being those so-called elites and a commoner like myself, rather than it being our pedigrees, bilingualism, I don't know, or otherwise might just be whether or not we had a clear idea on our future prospects. Oh no, it's you. See, why can't my man be a chat against her, you know? Like, don't tell me what to do, okay? I can do what I want. You don't tell me what to do. This is a rare person to come calling. Yeah, what do you want? Girl, I missed the part, or that's my problem. I can get my own dinner, thank you. Oh, sure. Like, why doesn't he say, I'm getting my own dinner? Don't tell me what to do. This is still under a house arrest, even if it couldn't keep a personal eye on me. Even she, dude, there's no house arrest. You're free. Shut the fuck up. Like, be a chat against her, man. Why only being a chat against the guys? Or against Ria as well, but... How annoying, yeah. I was locked in my room due to her whims, and she acted like she was taking care of me. Dude, no, you're not. You're free to do whatever the hell you want. I'd piss anyone off. I could go eat at the cafe by myself, you know. I don't give a shit what you say, girl. Right. No, don't say that. Not that I had the guts to go buy anything, given the bizarre atmosphere. Dude, like, forget what they say. Like, it's not like you're gonna do anything horrible to anybody, so fuck them. But not like that. Well, I mean, he might end up doing it, but wait, stop! Stop! So what, huh? Soma, the name didn't click for a minute, but... Her. Who cares? That was just yesterday, yeah. That matter, she just came in yesterday and left at night. No way, wouldn't it be better for me if she thought Ria came out as she pleased rather than studying in my room for 10 hours? I guess we're neighbors. Hopefully this girl gets some character development. Like, outside of her route, some character development. And more character development in her route, but yeah, I'm just saying. I don't recall ever dragging her anywhere. Like, I'm just gonna say it's like in Princess of Banjo, like, all the characters had their own character development, like, outside the routes, and there was more in the routes, you know? So, like, if you didn't do the route, they at least got their character arc and, like, redemption and all that. She was hanging out in my room on her own free will, yeah. Don't tell me what to do, bitch. Why? Just because it's it? A pretty firm tone. Dugasaki raised her voice. She immediately reverted to her usual calm and collected demeanor, but the way she sat down was more than enough proof that she had lost her cool for a moment. Don't tell me what to fucking do. She glared at me, and she just misunderstood, man. Yeah, it's so weird today. No matter how annoyed she was with me up until now, she always kept her composure. You're that opposed, why don't you speak to Ria first? Tell her not to visit my room. She's probably too scared to talk to her. Usagi was losing her patience. I'd tell her if I could. Flipped around, that means she couldn't tell her anything. Not that she wouldn't listen if she did. That's unexpected. Never thought you and Ria would know each other. Yeah, get that out of my face. Off she went. She totally ran away. Oh man, she doesn't tell you what to do, man. I can go to the cafeteria if I want. Is there something going on between you and Dugasaki? No. Later that evening, we didn't have any real agreement in place, but Ria eventually came along while I was waiting for her on the school roof. Dugasaki is worried about you. This has something to do with a weakness of hers. I'd love to hear about it. You're sleazy. Ria hesitated for a second.
ではない。
Damn. We climb to the top level. You don't have any dirt on her or anything. What if she actually acts all hoity-toity? Dude, that word again. I love how they actually say those words in this game, like hoity-toity, or is that one word? Who gives a fuck, man? He's actually a delinquent in disguise that smokes more than you do.
ねえよ。て
Aw.
か裏では不良だとしても知らない。あいつとはあんな親しくない。
Okay. Shit.
それに
Well, that was
不良
her.
でもないだろうな。あいつはお嬢様中のお嬢様だ。家の迷惑になるようなことは絶対しないだろうさ。
Would she, though? Really?
お前のことうざがってるのも、このノーブル学園に庶民が通うと学園の質が落ちて、ひいては自分の学歴を貶めることにならないかが心配ってとこじゃね。
Is that it? I thought over a few days and many of the people annoyed me at the school. Generally, I took pride in Noble Academy. A very presence at Noble Academy where only elites attended was a nuisance. Did Yogisaki feel that way about me too?
金持ちの基本は見えっ張りだよな。自分が完璧であるためには、自分に関わる他人も完璧であってくれなきゃ困るんだ。
Rich people are a whole nother breed. What a pain. Wish they wouldn't make my life difficult just because I associated with them. Vanity like that is completely pointless.
ん？
Yeah. What?
バカじゃねえの。
Yeah. For sure, this is totally ridiculous.
お前だよ。
What? Huh? My tiny nose, Ria was staring at me with a cold look in her eyes. There's none of the warmth from moments ago when I was making fun of
見
Yogisaki.
えっ張りってのは悪いことじゃねえだろ。
Huh? But
自分を偽っても意味がないか？
she seemingly read my mind before I could vocalize those thoughts.
この世に自分を偽ってない人間なんていねえよ。ならその偽りの自分が少しでもいいものに、少しでも立派にあろうってのは大事なことだ。
Yeah, that makes
見
sense.
えも張れねえプライドのないやつを世間はクズって言うんだよ。
Damn. She continued talking and wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise, almost to the point where it was irritating. Damn, let him talk. But she has a point, so I had no room to argue.
彩香の気持ちもわかるぜ。自分の人生と自分の家のために完璧であろうとする。他から見りゃただの見えっ張りでも、あいつはあいつの人生をあいつなりに全力で生きてる。
That needs to change. I'm sure she'll get some character development
虚し
though.
いわけあるかよ。
I took a puff of her cigarette. I can understand the theory, but it's irritating. I wouldn't date her, but it's because it's smoking cigarettes. That's a no from me, so yeah.
何より、てめえのダチにいるんだろ。世界で一番見栄を張ってるやつが。
Show offs, huh?
生まれた時から王族って見栄のために
I wouldn't call her a show off.
ピアノを弾けばプロも超えるし、勉強運動ともに完璧。
Like, I
テレビ
wouldn't
で始
call
球
her
式
a
なんてアイド
total
ルみたい
show
なこ
off.
ともする。
Like, at least she's got a good heart on her, but like, he's kind of a dumb blonde. I don't know. Yeah, she has a point. So yeah, definitely, I did live a unfettered life. So that was her taking responsibility for the authority that came with her being royalty. Yeah, she put in the effort to practice, for foolish events like a season-opening baseball ceremony. She put her life on the line to keep up appearances.
人間はさ、誰でもかっこよくありたいんだよ。
Yeah.
かっこつけたいわけじゃなくても、かっこよくあろうとするの
Gotta
が
look
大事な
cool,
こと
you
さ。
know? The cool
そい
kids.
つを否定してやるなよ。
I wasn't gonna. Good point. At least I ticked me off to no end, but it was a hard truth to swallow. I wanted to agree with Sylvie's way of life. No, not just her. And he was someone who learned language entirely unrelated to Japan for their family. One who would put their effort on the line to follow their master. One who barged her way into the school, even though she wasn't rich, to make her dream come true. Hell yeah. That was a way of life I didn't want to refute. Does that say refute? Whatever. Showing on meant having pride in our own life, and much was for sure. I was probably irritated because I had nothing in my life that made me feel that way. I was missing that component that would allow me to be cool. Oh, come to think of it, Rio's awfully familiar with Sylvie's circumstances.
来たぞ。
A Golden Time? I think the sequel to this game is called Golden Time too, or something like that. Oh, I'm at the end of our conversation. It really is beautiful, man. Like, the details and all that. Like, this is actually beautiful. As she always cut me off when prime time came on Golden Time. At Sparkling Time. Was I living in such a time right now? Seems so. Oh.
ヒーローラブリッチ
Hell yeah. Alright. Ah.
ねえだね
And now rain, rain, go away, come again another day. It was
日
raining.
本は雨が多いと聞きましたが、降り方は普通なのですね。
もっと蛇口を開いたみたいな土砂降りになると思っていたわ
Damn. That's not entirely what idiom
ちょ
means.
っと残念土砂降りというのも見てみたい
I
な
don't think you would. That would cause a lot of
い
flooding.
やーうざったんだよあんまり降るのはシルビーの国って雨少ないの
ソル
It's
ティガ
got
州
a
は
little bit.
北欧の寒冷な
Oh,
旋
I
帯にあ
guess.
りますので、雨はほとんどが山が引き受
That
け
makes
てくれま
sense.
す。
雨は少なくても水資源には困らなくていい土地や
That's good. Wow.
でも水資源といえば日本にはとても及ばないだから日本は年中大雨というイメージだったのだけど
日本の水資源は台風に甘えたところが大きいですから。
Really
昨今
now.
はゲリラ豪雨など突然の大雨も増えてきましたが、本州でそれほどの大雨となるのは年に 2,3 度。ごく限られた地区に来る程度ですね。
Didn't it come in Okinawa?
台風の時期はそうですね。沖縄、九州、四国は毎年大雨で困っているようですが、本州にいて大雨で困る地域はあまりありません。
Oh gosh. Whoops. Rana clumped to my arm. Hey, I like that. Stop. What's up, Rana? That was pretty cute.
ごめんごめん急だったからびっくりして私らしくなかったよね
Wink, wink. Oh, cute. Rana, it makes me wonder if you've come down with something.
ご無礼かよ今のは近かったわね
市内のどこかに落ちたようですね。
On the other hand, it wasn't a very cute reaction from a princess. The woman next to her beautifully portrayed the brave lady knight is actually scared of lightning trope too. Both of them looked accustomed to it.
サルティレージュは雨は少ないけど雷は多いの
Oh,
空気が
okay.
乾燥する条件が重なると、雨なしでも落雷が来ますので。
Yeah, I guess. Like, what's that called? Like heat lightning or something like that? Now you mention it, isn't lightning common in Northern Europe?
雷なんて何回聞いても怖いけどな
Uh-huh. There it was again. What? Didn't you get off me? No, I was fine with Rena being on me, but come on, man.
すいません、急だったもので。
オーロの周りは雷一つでユニークね
Yeah, I know, right?
でも
It's funny.
強くなってきたようです。
Yeah. Rain coming in hard. He actually went on the rooftop. Thunder continued to roar throughout the school. I visited the rooftop at the school, but we obviously didn't have good sunset weather today. Ria wasn't here either. I mean, it makes sense. May as well head back. Yeah, I was kind of a masochist myself. Why? I was frustrated after she gave me that lecture yesterday, but I bravely came to see her again today. But strangely enough, when it came out of Ria's mouth, it didn't make me angry. It's like I couldn't hold onto my indignation, whatever, wonder why. When it came to her, couldn't quite put my finger on it.
おかえり
What do you do in my room? Yeah. I checked the room number. Yep, it's my place. Which means you're the one who messed up. Good. Your room's next
知っ
door.
てるタバコ吸いたいんだけど灰皿どれ
It doesn't have no ashtray. It's nice having a girl visit, but you should stop coming in without asking. And you should not smoking in my room. It's like last time I poured some water into a cup I used to gargle with and handed it to her.
サンキュ
It set off sat on the sofa like it was on her, like it was her own. I lit up her cigarette. If I had to rate them on a nuisance scale, Rena was ranked about a 20, and this girl scored a solid 100. Damn. Did you need something, or were you feeling lonely and came to visit me? At least react somehow, really. You seem more enthusiastic than usual. You look pretty out of it. What's wrong?
今日ちょっと頭痛くて。
Okay. Oh, I do hear lots of people get that way on rainy days. I didn't understand it since it didn't happen to me, but there was people who would get headaches due to the shift in atmospheric pressure. I heard people not being able to move because of it. That was how it was for her.
頭痛い日は一人でいると辛くて。
Oh, okay.
迷惑？
Not really. Rio was looking straight at me, her gaze upturned, which was a given since she was shorter and dependent. I mean, she's probably way shorter than you, honestly, dude. Like, my gosh. For delinquent, she was adorable. Nah, stay as long as you like. Until it's like midnight. She wasn't bothering me. In fact, it was a real help having her around to kill time. Ria leaned against the sofa, looking relieved. Guess I'd better offer her a drink or something. Yeah, we got water, we got more water, we got bottled water. That's the rain. Ria's being unusually quiet, possibly due to her headache. She's simply staring into space and was almost zombie-like. Ordinary, she offered me a number of topics too. Was she in that was she in that kind of was she in that bad a shape? Sorry, I cannot read. She doesn't look very good. I want to watch TV. I veered towards the TV and turned it on. So it's only 6 o'clock, a little early. Nothing but the nightly news was on. Nothing? You got one channel? You guys looked blatantly bored. Can't expect much of the TV industry outside of prime time, huh?
ゴールデンタイムも寒い番組ばっか
You
り
don't have enough free streaming services here, too? Harsh. And again, even if we kept waiting for some solid content, all we actually get were a bunch of entertainment personalities laughing their asses off. Yeah, TV shows were too loud to just sleep on the heck of it these days. I wouldn't say all that. So I'll watch something. I've recorded a bunch of stuff, but this is anything you want to watch. I started up the DVR. I brought it from home, so it should have a couple years of haphazardly recommended recorded stuff on it. There was even the sort of programs on late at night that just played pretty scenery on the endless loop. I was an expert recorder and stocked up even on the content like that.
これ
But
は
the best views from Japanese train
ク
windows.
ソつまんねえな
Oh, what do you want? You said it. It's all fine and well to record on its own, but it wasn't something you'd want to watch with someone.
他には午後のムービーショー金曜ロードムービー映画ばっかりか
I guess, since there are no shows I wanted to watch weekly, I waited so long to get a DVR that I set it to record nothing but movies every week so it wouldn't go to waste.
まどれでも一緒だなお前
You
の
don't
お
have
すす
any
め
good
は
movies? I really enjoyed watching the Hollywood Gorilla. Like, King Kong? Godzilla? From the scene where he's eating tuna up at the Final Wars? What the hell? And of course, they had the freaking parodies. Like, they had, what was it? Dragon? I don't remember what it was. Like, it was like a Dragon Ball Z parody or whatever. Oh, and I've got a Ori Hotters! Dude, the references in this game are so great! I'm thinking of marathoning them in a single night. Want to join me? Ori Hotters, not Harry Potter. I've also got a bunch from Studio Ghibli. Wait, is that it? I don't think it's spelled like that. That was on this past summer. Yeah, they have lots of good movies there. And DVR left running for 3 weeks or so on the summer will definitely be packed with Ghibli.
映画オタ
Maybe. I wouldn't go that far. I just recorded everything, but all of them were marked as unwatched. Why did I feel like recording movies when they were on TV but have no desire to watch
あ
them?
んま派手なのはいいわうるさいのとかチカチカするのとかうざい
Okay. let's see then. Only Hollywood style work with which left. About this French film, which is on late. Most French movies are quiet. Well, this is subtitled. Most TV shows were dubbed, but late night films were often subtitled.
字幕。しかもフランス。
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to read with a headache like that. Understood? Yeah, Cloud Strike. Well, French movies can be a little depressing.
暗いのはいいんだけど、フランス語ってボソボソ喋る津軽弁みたいで聞いててイライラする。
Yeah, I like that face she's making. What is that face? It's so funny. You're going to upset people from Aomori,
まあい
yeah.
いや、流しといて。テンション低い時の津軽弁って子守歌にちょうどいい。
Is she sitting on my bed or the couch or what? Already looked at sleeping and the entire exchange was done while he sprawled on the sofa. Okay. Yeah, I was sick of browsing it. Brawling? What? Browsing anyway, it's better put it on. If you want, I took a seat on the sofa and hit play. Oh, why is your hand on me? Girl. I mean, you're cool and all, but I want to do Rena. But, I mean, date Rena, yeah. I'm kidding, but stop!
うわ
Yeah. It must be it. French really does resemble the Sagaru dialect, and that drawl impression could be kind of mysterious on its
こ
own.
の女優、すげえおっぱいしてんな。
Of course, you point that out.
男としては、化粧だらけのおばさんでもセックスしてると嬉しいもん？
I guess it wouldn't be unpleasant, yeah. I'd forgotten late night movies were prone to these sorts of erotic scenes, yeah, of course. My embarrassment aside.
おっぱいより主人公のケツばっか映るな。
I mean, he's probably got that thick ass. He's probably like Solid Snake or whatever, you know? That part is unpleasant, quit chasing after the man's butt. Give the angle some thought.
ここは女性サービスじゃね？
Do women enjoy that sort of thing? I mean, yeah.
不快ではないかな。
Yeah, wasn't a phase at all, so it didn't seem like there was any need to worry about it. Were you sleepy?
えぐい喘ぎ声のせいで眠気が飛んだ。
Of course. Is that right? We both spoke less as we headed into the second half of the film. The screen and the woman have been having sex midway through the movie. Was bedridden from a high fever and having a nightmare, dude. Did you actually watch a sex scene? Or they probably did, maybe they cut it out, I don't know.
なあ、こいつ
Yeah.
死ぬよな。
Yeah, she is, yeah. For last half hour, there was scenes showcasing the protagonist's conflicts as the heroine suffered from ongoing illness and whether to go visit the mother he was separated from long ago. It would actually be upsetting if she didn't die in the finale after all this.
あ、死んだ。
Well, yeah, she did. Predictable ending. She died in the last 10 minutes or so. The original protagonist delivered a keepsake of theirs to his mother, and ending credits showed him heading off on some journey.
はあ、だよ。人が死ぬ系かよ。
Oh, duh. It starts with a raunchy sex scene, and it turns into an emotional, charged story that you didn't see coming. The sex-crazed protagonist found true love halfway through the movie with this mysterious heroine, but she ended up dying.
こういうとりあえず収まりがいいから殺しとけ。はい死んだ、はい感動ってやつ嫌いだわ。
Yeah, that always sucks. Oh, don't say all that. Filmmakers have probably had to be consider a film ratings boards and a bunch of other stuff too, yeah. I don't think it was so
綺
bad.
麗なピンクの乳首が出たから
Oh my god, you had to point that out? This game really likes saying the inappropriate stuff. Yeah,
は
he didn't admit it. He looked exhausted now that the movie was over and started to go limp again in her seat. That's when I finally realized it. The mood had gotten so relaxed while she was watching the movie that at some point she gotten extremely close to we got close to one another, yeah. Now that she was tired, plop. Before I knew it, I rested her head on my shoulder. She was close.
あ
For a moment, she looked so sleepy that I would have felt bad if I tried to sneak away from her. Decided to let her be. Yeah, was putting all her weight against me.
あいう人が死ぬ映画見るとさ、
Yeah?
うちの父親が何年か前に死んでて、
Aww.
そのことを思い出すんだ。
Conversation got heavy in an instant. Oh, yeah. How could manage was an idiotic reply. I wasn't mature enough to remain calm after hearing about someone's relative dying
あ
unprovoked.
の主人公は女が死んでクズな人生改めて親に会いに行ってたけど、俺は親が死んだ時にグレちゃったっけ。
Damn. Everyone deals with change differently, although I do think it's better to mend your ways than to cross straight down the wrong path.
知ってる。俺にもそんな変化ができれば。
She falling asleep. Yep. Huh, she fell asleep. I peeked at her face. Yeah, she's got alcohol. She was asleep. Ria-san. She's out. Backed away a little and she went completely sideways onto the couch. She didn't wake up in that. Showed no signs of waking. Ugh. Not even 9 o'clock yet, Ria-san. Isn't it a little bit too healthy? Too healthy? Actually, she utterly ignored my opinions and continued to sleep comfortably. Sheesh. She was much bored than Reina or Sylvie, her smoking habit included. Guess I didn't have much choice. It would be bad to let her sleep here, so I carried her to her bed. The bed. As for me, oh, you're sleeping on the couch, huh? Oh, it wouldn't kill me to give up my bed for a day. I hope that couch is at least comfortable.
金色ラブリッチェ。
And he picked her up and carried her there, yeah. I mean, she's pretty small. You can kind of tell her from her size. This should be no problem for him to carry her. Morning.
また雨かよ。
Did you take any ibuprofen or like what Tylenol or whatever, dude?
あれ
Go see my room.
あいつの部屋か。やっちまった。よっと。
Hit that. Yota. Squish. Oh!
あー、びっくりした。なんで床で寝てんのお前。
Why was he not on the couch? It's like you have my room. Don't step on me. What?
終わり。
Why was he not on the couch? He stomped on me with her full body weight the moment she climbed out of bed. Oh, she stomped at you. God damn. My God, why aren't you on the couch? That makes no freaking sense. You got a perfectly fine couch right there, and you don't sleep on it, you know? What the hell? Oh, thanks for that. I'm now wide awake. You conked out hard yesterday, huh?
津軽弁の催眠作用恐るべしだわ。
I guess, whatever that means. Can't believe you stayed the night in a man's room. How, scandalous, Ria-san. He's definitely joking with that. What? I was just joking, but she got a serious look in her face and went silent. We took a close look at her clothes.
念のため聞くけど、寝てる俺にはしたないことした？
No. Of course not. I was nothing but a gentleman.
最悪
Sleeping on the
パンツ
freaking
見る
floor,
ぐら
by
い
the
だ
way.
けど唾液をはじめとした汚いもんがつくのは避けたい。
Dude, I told you I didn't. You're being awfully mean to me when I let you borrow my bed.
そうでした。
Ria shrugged her shoulders almost like she she were apologizing and headed towards the bathroom to wash her face. Crunch? What the hell? Oops, you
い
okay?
や、悪い。
She hit her foot on a cardboard box I had sitting nearby. Feeling containers went flying. Damn it, hold on, don't move. You know which box went flying with it? Two Loveriche emblems inside also scattered. It was a huge pain if I lost them. Better pick them up. Ria looked stunned.
何それ？銀色？
Silver the Hedgehog? Yeah, there's silver. Only 2 silver ones have shown up so far.
銀のラブリッチェマーク？
I guess. She asked, sounding impressed, surprised. I'm collecting them. I've been on this for 10 whole years. Why the heck haven't I gotten my hands on a single golden emblem?
ちょっと待ってろ。
Huh? She left. She had one? I waited around a little while and she came back. She has one? And she brought with her. You too? Without a grin. There were silver Loveriche emblems. She also had 2. Okay.
奇遇だな。
Well, pretty much any Japanese person would give it a shot. 99% fail though. You only have 2?
2枚だけ。そっちも？
Yeah, exactly. Same. That's too bad. You need 5 to get a prize. We were 1 short. But... Haha. We both burst out laughing. A pretty big twist of fate, huh?
かもな。
The fact we each only had 2 was actually pretty amusing.
なあ、賭けしない？次に銀色を出した方が相手の2枚もいただけるって。
Why? I like the sound of that. Collecting another 3 would be rough, considering it only managed to get a gather 2 after all those long years. If it were only 1 more, though, that felt manageable. Even if she managed to take mine, it wouldn't be much of a shock. Like, I'd go as far as to say that sense of achievement from collecting them all would be a prize enough. You're on. It's a winner takes all bet for Loveriche emblems. It sounds fun. What's more, we were on much friendlier terms in these days. With this, I felt like we definitely formed a connection. That made me happy. What will you do with your emblems? I think it'd be better to keep the 4 of them together as long as we're at it.
そうだな。その箱ちょうど良さそう。そこにまとめとこ。
Okay, sure, yeah. Put mine in the container I was using. Then I handed her the box and...
なんだこの箱。なんか...
She apparently hadn't taken notice of the box up until she touched it.
これあれか？指輪とか入れる。
Yeah, it's a perfect size after all.
オローラ。
Yeah? She correctly pronounced it like Aura, yeah. She must have been familiar with the name. What's did that look? That looks kind of hot. Stop! She puts the 2 emblems on her total of 4 into the box.
随分とおしゃれな入れ物使ってんだな。
I guess so. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
女っぽい。
Hey, don't gotta be like that. Don't give me that look. Shut up! Her mouth was as foul as ever, but our conversations had grown warmer and friendlier over time. So Maria. Honestly, she was crude enough to treat her like a guy friend, but still. I'd made my first friend at the academy with no connection to Sylvie, yeah. I guess he doesn't count the other ones that they had no connection to Sylvie, huh? I headed to school in the rain again today.
オール、何かいいことあった？
Not really. It wasn't as if something nice happened. Just something ordinary, that was all.
アイス、濡れちゃった。
Yeah, I'm sure.
エル、タオルは？今ご用意します。
Okay. Class was the same as ever, too. Though the thunder had stopped, the weather was still drizzling and gloomy, but that didn't seem too awful. That's good. However...
やむ気配がありませんね。
Oh, damn, that sucks. Sudden downpours have happened more than often lately, but it seems like we're getting longer spells of rain. That makes sense for the season, too. What time of year is it? Is it spring? Regardless of whatever mood the weather put me in, it's rain to cause problems. 3 in particular. Number 1, in the end, rain was still depressing, yeah. Who really knows why? Number 2, it was fine on weekdays, but it was boring to not be able to go out on your days off, yeah. It wasn't an inconvenience to go to school since the academy and dorms were close by. It required a pretty lengthy walk to go for the dorms into the city. And it was a bit tough to go into the city on rainy days. I wish it would be sunny on days off, yeah, exactly. You ever get that feeling like when you have the day off from work or whatever, like, it's like pouring down rain, and when you are working, it's nice and sunny out. It's like today was November 2nd, Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, was Cultural Day, and the 4th and 5th were the weekend. Put another way, it was a 3-day weekend. And on a 3-day holiday, I hoped at least one of those days would have decent weather. As for number 3, I headed back into the dorm. One rainy day after another just made everything feel melancholic, melancholic. Even the air in the dorm foyer felt stagnant. Well, that aside, what's up? And out to the room next door. Then I waited a while. She must have been asleep. Ria walked out and looked less than amused. How often do you sleep, girl? Another headache, huh?
なんか用か。
Now, yesterday seemed rough on you, so I wondered if you were okay. Number 3, we couldn't go to the roof, yeah. That could have some small part in why Ria's mood refused to improve.
分かってんなら起こすな。
Sorry about that. Why are you sleeping at 5:30 in the afternoon now? Yeah, my gosh.
うるせえな。5時半
Already?
もう
You didn't realize?
頭痛いからグダグダしてたらいつの間にか。
Yeah, that sucks. After how soundly you slept last night too.
俺、寝ようと思えば
Why don't you take some
永遠に寝れるから
medicine? I don't know. You make that sound like a special ability, but it's more of a defect if you ask me.
ああ、雨は止んでねえのか。
Yeah. You put everything on hold for today, which was why I tried coming over to visit. She really didn't care for my wisecracks and clicked her tongue with displeasure as she gazed out the window.
ああ、雨止まねえかな。
Agreed. Roof, I couldn't go so far as to say I was looking forward to going, but it was on my mind for whatever reason after not being able to visit for an entire week. Man, dude,
ねえ、
didn't that rain that
オー
much?
ロ君、
Oro-kun? Huh?
お願いがあるの。私のお願い、聞いてくれる？
Girl, you're gonna ask me for any money or money for cigarettes? I'm not doing that. That's not gonna work on me. What's up? Did you like short circuit your brain? Oh!
切れそうなの。
Of course there
山を
was.
降りるのめんどいから、買ってきてくれない？
No.
ねえ、
Tough luck.
リアのおねが
No. Gross.
よしそこら。
I guess Gross was stepping over the line. Guess she was desperately of a resupply too. Maybe that's what's causing her headaches. Only in a storm, only shopping options are put another way. The only way you can acquire supplies were the school cafeteria, school store, or the cafe or convenience store in a dorm. Every other little thing required climbing down the hill. Just went without saying, but they didn't sell cigarettes in a dorm. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, I feel it really puts me out when I run out of the cup noodles too. May have been out of pride of an elite school, but they didn't sell anything scruffy like cup noodles in either the convenience store or the school store. I run out of my precious stockpile. I couldn't go out shopping over this 3-day weekend. It would suck to go shopping in the rain too. What a huge pain.
どうしよう。車。
Uber, you know?
うーん。
This smoker looked like she was worried too. But
あ、でもそっか、明日。
what's up?
いや、明日車が迎えに来るから、そこで買えたわ。
Really? You're going out? This is the first time she had some business to tend to outside the academy. Where are you going? What's that look? You smell imbecile for some reason.
教える義理はねえよ。
Why
教
not?
えなくても知ってるかもだし。
I think I heard that. Huh? She mulled that last bit so quietly I couldn't hear her, but I could read
ちょ
that.
っと、市松さん
Huh? I knew it was her. Just in the voice alone, a certain someone walked towards us from off to the side.
あまり外に顔を見せないでと言っているでしょ。ここはみんなに見られやすいんだから。
Shut the fuck up. Whoops. Now she's said something. I noticed a number of female students were glancing over at me. It's fine as long as I was coming or going, but I guess it was bad as if I had drawn out conversations out in the open. They may not have hated me, but I still scared them. Probably best to back down. I shrugged my shoulders and
うぜえ嫌がらせしてんじゃねえよ。
yeah. It was in that Dugisaki noticed the person I was speaking to. Kind of thing that she told me not to talk to Ria the other day, hadn't she?
相変わらずだな、てめえは。
別に、私は寮の総意を代弁しているだけよ。
Dugisaki looked blatantly disturbed by Ria's comment. It appeared Ria was her
代
weakness.
弁ね。国民の声の代弁はマスコミさんのお得意だもんな。
Ooh.
そいつが随分偏ってるってのが最近のテレビ業界衰退の一因とは聞くけど。
Yeah, true. That's a very true statement right there. And media. Oh, wasn't Dugisaki's
天
family?
下の星テレビの会長様だぜ。
I don't know what that is. See, I remember mentioning that, but I don't even know what that is. I remember hearing about that once before. Usagi cried out. Well, not that I really care what her circumstances were. Also, what was her connection with Ria? I was curious,
と
but
にかくあなたは部屋から出ないで。あと
I
相馬
I
さ
don't
んには
care
あま
what
り
you
近
say,
づか
girl.
ない
Don't
よ
tell
う
me
忠
what
告
to
したよ。
Yeah?
相馬さんは
あ
明日忘れないように。
What? She wandered off after making that loud declaration. What the heck was all that about?
面倒なのに気に入られたなお前も。
You think she's pretty? If she was ugly, I probably would have hit her by now. Come on, man. That's right, he does like that black hair, you know? Yeah, that knowing smirk on her
俺
face.
には近づくなって言われてるわけ？
Yeah. Not that I was going to listen to her anyways. We're close enough that we can share a couple of secrets after
普
all.
通に飲んな。
Come on, girl.
銀のラブリッチェ同盟としちゃ近づかれなくなるのも困るけどよ。
Yeah. I think Ria seemed to think more highly of me from Jogisaki in her own little way. Thank goodness I didn't want my neighbor to hate me. How's your headache? Gonna come over to watch some movies again today?
2日連続で部屋に連れ込んでセックスビデオを延々垂れ流し、そのまま女を止めていくのか。
Come on, you didn't even do that. I mean, there are 18 plus scenes in this game if you include the patch, but I didn't install the patch. And I think if I were to install it now, like, first of all, I wouldn't be able to show it on YouTube. Second of all, I think they'd reset everything and I'd have to restart the game all over again. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I'll call it quits for today. See ya.
あ
Ria put you into her room. Guess I'll head back too.
明日の準備しねえと。
What's tomorrow? Couldn't hear whatever Ria had whispered under her breath. Forgetting to ask Ria what she had planned for tomorrow. I had too much work to go ask her now. Again, I bet she wouldn't have told me even if I had. Yeah, sure. As for me, I didn't have anything special planned. Just going to buy cup noodles and the rain let up. Get the rain let up. Looked out the window. Rain still wasn't showing any signs of letting up. Pouring down like crazy.
というわけで、昨日も今日も先輩はお隣さんと仲良くしてるみたいです。
Yeah, really.
やっぱり女子を部屋に連れ込んでいかがわしいことをしてるん
No.
だわ。不良同士でお似合いじゃない。そのまま一緒にここからいなくなればいいのよ。
Damn.
敵を神同士仲良くなったってことかな。ちょっと違う気がします。
Yeah, Connie's on my side there.
違うと言いますと？
I'd probably date her third, honestly. She might be third best girl. Like, I like Grenna, then I like Sylvie, and then I guess Akane here. Ria seems cool, but I don't know, her attitude, I don't know how much I'd like that, you know? But she's definitely better than Ayaka, that's for sure. I think Ayaka would be last.
ああ、もうそんな関係に。
Damn.
早いですわ。けだものですわ。
Shut up, girl.
男女交際なんて私たちには早すぎます。
Oh my gosh, no, it's not.
私、付き合うとかよくわからないからうまく言えないんですけど。寒気がしてきた。やっぱりあいつ、即刻ここから叩き出すべきだわ。
Oh, shut
漫画を
up.
見たならともかく証拠がないからね。
Yeah, exactly.
はい、私もそういうところは見てません。要
じゃあ
警戒。
That could happen if I had the 18 plus patch and did her route,
銀色
but
ラブリッチェ。
I just... Like, she seems like the fun person to hang out with and all that, be your friend. I don't know about be a lover, though. I don't know if I'd want her to be my lover. I remember their culture day. There's a big deal that this day came on Friday this year that made for a 3-day weekend. Hell yeah!
だけどね。
What are you doing in my room? I'm fine with that now. Sure is, yeah. Been raining cats and dogs all week, and it showed no signs of stopping even as we went into our break.
オーロが来てから初だっけ？この寮の最大の欠点。
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. You can't go out when it rains.
イエス。どうしても
Yes.
出たいって子はタクシー呼ぶんだけどね。
That sounds like something a rich person would do. Yeah. Couldn't do that.
昔はそういう子も多かったけど、だんだんめんどくさくなって今では少数。
Yeah.
本来3連休ともなると、みんな実家に帰るのを第一に考えるんだけど、1日目で出花をくじかれると、そういう子も少数。つまりこの3連休、 みんなこの寮から出られない感じになってくる。この3連休は下がるよ、この寮。
Oh, damn, it is. Or is it? The whole atmosphere in the dorm is pretty down in the dumps today. The first of 3 consecutive holidays, in spite of how cheerful these days should be, there's nothing short of gloomy, yeah, because of the freaking weather. Speaking of gloomy, isn't it pretty dim in here today?
照明っていうか、コンビニとかが開いてないのよ。補給日だから。
Oh yeah, she was right. Well, convenience stores and cafe in the foyer had their lights off for the day. It only made the room seem that much darker.
何より問題は、今日寒い。
Damn, now that you mention it, it is a little cold. Felt like the temperature dropped out of nowhere the second November started. Maybe the rain had made it even colder. The humid wind felt quite cold to the touch. We could manage somehow in the heater on full blast, but letting it on full tilt would make the different indoor and outdoor temperatures all the more staggering, leaving my head lukewarm and my feet cold. Maybe I should buy an air conditioning circulator.
そうして、嫌な一日だね。
Guess so. It was the kind of day it was. Between the weather conditions and every other factor coupled in it, it was a kind of sucky day. It wasn't like anything had happened, though. If something did happen, it'd probably make for an even more horrendous day.
はぁ、テレビでも見よっか。
Sure. I turned it on. They said it was still Friday. There was no way anything fun would be on. What? Oh! Things got more exciting in an instant. What? Oh, it's her. I for once Maria Bishop for real. For real? Hey, Grandma, record.
はいはい。
There's a commercial for a live performance by Maria Bishop tonight on Hoshi TV's musical program. The music's very quiet, but pretty. Persistence commercials for these sorts of programs were a depressing large reason for the decline of the TV industry, but they did come in handy sometimes. Some of DVR, which has nothing but movies on it, to record that TV show. Now they had an event like this. Today is a great day.
なんつうんかよ。幸せ
Maybe.
が身近でいいですにゃ、オーロさんは。
I guess, yeah. I was getting hyped up over this and that.
こんにちは。
I knew she was coming too. Him too? Gotta knock on the door.
あら、あ、レーナも。
Yeah. Sylvie, you came.
まったくお姉様。最近暇ができるとこの男のことばかりですわね。
That's
お邪
good.
魔します。ご迷惑ではなかったですか？
No, of course not. You're fine, but what's up?
今日は時間ができたから何か楽しいことはないかと思って。
Essentially, it meant she hadn't come for any reason in particular. It wasn't like she was a bother or anything. May as well welcome her. And then,
あら、
what do you want, girl? A classmate having to pass by. After acknowledging myself in Sylvie's group, Yogasaki scowled for a
あ
moment.
やか。ねえ、あなたも遊ばない？
Yeah, right. Hmm.
今日は忙しいの。
Okay. Let's leave it at that. Off she went. Oh no, look, limousine had pulled out to the front door. She got in and disappeared over the horizon. That limousine's flooring it too, like SpongeBob's driving. Flooring it! She really had better places to be.
ねえ、あやかとも遊びたかったのに。
Dude, speaking of SpongeBob, there was a video of, it was an AI SpongeBob, like, being pulled over by a police officer and, like, flooring it and everything. Like, what the fuck was that? It looks so weird, like, AI videos suck, man. I'm just saying, okay? Very close to Jogisagi, Sylvie. I hadn't seen the two of them interact with one another, but Sylvie's behavior suggested they were quite close.
もちろん、古い付き合いよ。
He never talked to her,
彼
though.
女は日本のテレビ局を仕切る身ですから、ソルティレージ王室とは近しいですわ。
I don't know what that's how it is. So she had a reason for it. That was a relief.
前まではプライベートでもよく遊んだわ。あやかは日本のことを何でも知っているから。
Oh, I'm sure. Is that right? They're also close on a personal level. It'd be awful if Jogisagi were to start squawking about my relationship with Sylvie too. Considering she hadn't said a single word to me up until today, that might mean she couldn't meddle with Sylvie's personal affairs, yeah. Oh, there was no telling how this would play out yet. Well, alright, come on. It's cramped, though. Come on, it's cramped, yeah.
オーラの部屋って楽しくって好きや。
Does everybody just live in this room now? Or are you just gonna be roommates
相変
now?
わらず汚れてますこと。
Shut up, Shorty.
前回よりやや散らかりましたね。片付けは定期的に
I
しない
think
とダメで
Ria's
すよ。
taller than her, which I guess would make sense. Okay. I ignored the lecture from the pair of annoying mothers, yeah. So what did you come here for
あ
today?
のね、この前は結局野球ばかりしていて、お休みを楽しめなかったでしょ。
Yeah, exactly.
オールとゆっくりお話ししたいなって思ったの。ほら、この前のお茶会みたいに。
Sounds like fun.
お茶会はちょっと難しいみたいだけど。
Have a tea party in his room. Sue smirked wildly and glanced out the window. Please, she had no intention of having me join her outdoors for tea, but that's all it is, and welcome, my dear maid, and bring out the Ramune.
よいさ
I put the easily utilized that one to
ー。
work.
レーナはオールのメイドになったの？
No, just a
日
joke.
本のメイドはアイアイサーと返事します
Aye,
よ。
aye, sir. Japan,
持
yeah.
ってきたよ。
I guess having 5 people in a 214 square foot room was a little crowded. Oh, well, we could compete for whatever space worked and relaxed.
この前来た時から思っていたけれど、私ね、こういう感じの部屋に住むのが夢なの。
What's your room like? I thought princesses would only sleep in a room that was covered top to bottom in rose petals.
どこから来たイメージですか。
I don't
さ
know.
すがにバラを敷き詰めてはいないけれど、王族の使う部屋はどこも妙に仰々しいのよね。せっかく日本に来たのだから、もっと小ざっぱりした部屋が良かったのに。
そういうわけには参りません。
Hey, she wants it. She can have it. That's what it should be like. Well, somewhat.
その内装にはソルティレージュ、特に楽団派のメンツというものがございま
If
す。
she wants to stay in a cozier room, let her be, you know?
じゃあ、まあ一晩二晩のお泊まりくらいなら構いませんが。あ、それいい。ねえねえ、オーラ、今晩ここに。
Stay here tonight. Alright,
もちろ
sure.
んダメです。
Come on. I no intention of saying okay either, but she stopped her before I could. Yeah, you're saying maybe. Well, can we get rid of Shorty?
ダメです。シルビー様が殿方の部屋に泊まり込むことを許せば、私の気球で10本差し出しても足りぬ問題です。
Damn.
なら、レーナの部屋。ねえ、レーナの部屋はどう？いいよ。おいでおいで。
Tell if I-
1個しかない。
You only got one! They're both the same sex, but Ellie-san still had a sour look on her face. Is that a no-go from a security stance?
配置を大幅に転換せねばなりません。
Sounded like a hassle in her capacity as Imperial Knight. Since she merely rejected her initial proposal on the basis of us being the opposite sex, probably difficult for her to say no to this time. Feel extremely uncomfortable. So if you want to stay over, why don't you hold off and bring this up again some other time?
今日は行けないの？
Oh, poor girl. For now, the weather is not great today. If you're going to the effort, it makes me happy you stayed over on a sunny day and let me join in on that tea party you mentioned.
それもいいかも。
There's a crude justification, but she seemed to be on board with it. Conversation lapsed away from her staying over.
助かります。
You're welcome. Not at all. Ellie-san was generally
と
relieved.
ころでゲロ、こちらの飲み物、どうやって開けます？
Why the hell you call me that, Shorty? That's why I'm calling you Shorty. See the marble in the middle? Push down on it as hard as you can.
ややこしいですわね。
How complicated? It's so simple. You Northern Europeans are the ones who created it.
ここを
Yeah.
押すんですのね。
It's gonna like spray right in her face, isn't it? You struggling there, girl? Mina-chan was fighting hard to open her Ramune. She put her strength into the marble on the lid.
ねえねえ、オーラ。
ん？
今度、晴れの日も泊まりに来るとして、今日は今日で泊まっていけばいいんじゃないかしら。
She wants to stay over, man. I mean, I think it'd be fun. I doubt it. I mean, if I'm doing her route, then that'd be different, but... Yeah! Crap, my argument has been too shoddy after all. This was going to somehow end up with her staying over longer and throwing her security detail into total chaos. I had to at least curtail it down to a single visit. Wait, sucks of it. You should get on today regardless.
どうして？
There's a lot of reasons, but either way, unless there's some absolutely essential reason, you can't stay
どう
over.
してもの事情って？
Like, for example, oh brother,
例えば？
Ellie, help me out here. Maybe you were trapped in a dorm for some reason. What the fuck? Damn.
何事だ？
What the hell?
このラムネ、爆薬のスイッチか
Nah, I think it's just bad timing. He came from outside. What was that sound? Outside. There was a loud commotion going on outside in the foyer. Everyone says to panic, though they hadn't received any information.
うるせえこら！
What's your problem, girl?
起こすなっつってんだろ、寝てんだよこっちは。
I thought you left. I didn't make the noise.
そういや、なんか建物が壊れたみたいな音だったな。
Yeah. Obviously, wouldn't make a noise like that.
それになんだ？水の音？でかい。
You mean the rain or the people in my
水道
room?
管でもぶっ壊れたか？
Maybe that's what it was. Water. What are you talking about? Stop. That was terrible. I didn't notice that sound, but anyway, it's gotta be the rain.
雨の音じゃねえよ。今も聞こえる。もっと不協和音。
You have sharp ears. I mean, look at them. Stop. That's not your ears. I can hear where raindrops careening through the
だ
air.
から、なんだった？
テロの類で。
Her face, she ran away.
ラムネとやらが悪いんですわよ。私はた
It's
だ
not the
言われた通
Ramone's
り
fault,
蓋を開
Shorty.
けただけで。
I'm not sure about the situation, what the situation is yet. And then
みんな、誰かいない子がいないかすぐ確認して。
someone came barging in from
どう
outside.
したんすか先輩。怖い顔して。質問は後。いいかいみんな。寮生で誰かいなくなってる子が。
Okay. Oh, power went out. Oh. Power went out. It's a blackout. The heaters are powered down with whoosh to stop circulating air. Damn, that sucks. That was all on yet. It's planning to make all the rich young ladies go into panic. Black on top of not knowing about that earlier sound, which caused the residents to shriek and gently cling to one another. We're the only ones staying calm, huh? I guess we weren't. No, I guess we weren't. Ellie-san was watching over the two princesses, whatever, ready to kill me if anything were to happen. Whatever the cause, we had to get a handle of our situation. Did something happen? Upperclassman who seemed to know what was going on looked bewildered by blackout, but calmed down when I spoke to her.
運転さんのあたりで包みが決壊したとかで、この丘の下の方で土砂崩れが起きたみたいなの。停電も多分それ。
Damn. Benton-san, the sandbar, the lake nearby?
土砂崩れ。え、この量やばくない？
Geographically, the landslide will sink into the nearby lake before it reaches us. Don't worry. Sediment should sink well in advance. In that sense, our lives were in any danger, at least. More importantly, did anyone get caught up in it?
わからない。でも今、下の方で道が崩落してた。下の方。この量の子しか使わない道ですね。
The Ayaka girl wouldn't be able to get here then. If there were any victims, there could be girls from. They would be girls from the storm. It's her. As an upperclassman, she was worried if everyone was present, and if not, wanted to check out on them by phone, but...
停電ですよね。それに、土砂崩れなんて。
Damn.
何なのもう。どうしましょう、どうすれば。
Calm down.
泣かないで。
Everyone's in a panic. Some girls had begin to cry. It would be a major effect. Just calm everyone down at this point. Confirming everyone's safety would probably be utterly impossible. Calming everyone down was sounding impossible on my
で
own.
はテロの可能性は低いのだな。ああ、シルビア様とカミナル様はご無事だ。私もいる。引き続き公安と連携を取れ。
I guess we could rely on one cool-headed person. I headed over to Ellie-san, who was already on the phone. Were you on the phone with a subordinate?
事態を伝えたところです。すでに警察も動いてくれている。本日
Really?
お二方がこちらへ来ていることは極秘ですので、お二人を狙った程度ではないようです。
Yeah, I'm glad. With such an unsettling subject, I was glad we didn't seem to be in danger. I was freaking out, so could you get the others to calm everyone down, Sylvie?
いいけれど、オーラが声をかけてあげればいいんじゃないかしら。
No, I couldn't. That sounded of it. Sylvie didn't understand where I stood in the storm. It's really put me on the spot. It was tough to talk
ま
about.
あいいわ。みんなにお話を聞いてもらえばいいのね。
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people, but
静粛に。
Mina-chan clapped their hands together. I was a bit surprised, and so was everyone else. The room fell silent as they turned towards us.
お姉様からお話がありますわ。お静かに。
Of course, you put it on her then. They're skillfully simmering them all
あり
down.
がとう、みな。
So he stepped forward.
ルスクランサー、シルビア様、お越しになってたんだ。みんな、なんだか外が騒がしいみたいだけど、エルが言うには危険はないんだそうよ。だから怖がらなくていいわ。
Aw, Silly said all that with her usual sweet smile. That sign had meant that there was no danger in a different sense, but that aside,
そう。クルスクラン様がそうおっしゃるなら、まあ
I suppose, is more effective than I imagined. It's super effective! Mina-chan's compelling display and Sylvie's calming speech, all of the commotion had been spread throughout the dorm, instantly settled. She was so close. Was this foster from her royal upbringings? Either way, senpai. She re-explained the current situation to everyone. The residents were still panicking when we heard about the landslide, but it didn't cause any panic now that Sylvie's presence had given everyone's emotional support. She made sure of who was currently in the dorm and got in touch with everyone who had been absent planning on coming by the dorm today. And as a result,
よし、綾香にも連絡ついた。
Yeah?
少なくとも、寮生で危険にあった子は一人もないよ。
okay. There are signs of relief all around from the students who were in the
先
earshot.
輩、今下の人たちから連絡来ました。これ、土砂崩れではないんだって。下では包みが破れて浸水被害は出てるけど、こっちは道が崩落しただけ。
Okay.
そうなの？
包みが破れたのも雨のせいではなく、作業中の事故だそうだ。これ式の雨でそこまでの被害は出るまい。
But the fact that it was coming down for days on end, it was true. We got a pretty average downfall of rain, amount of rainfall rather.
もう先輩脅かさないでよ。びっくりしちゃいました。悪い悪い。
All the residents who previously panicked and were trembling in fear eventually laid it off. Good. Didn't look like there was anything I could do, better just quietly watch from the sidelines.
お姉様？どうかされまして？うん。
What is it?
まさかね。
What do you mean? It didn't occur on the first day of our 3-day weekend, and it ended on a rather sour note. Rain stopped around this time, sunset. But
はあ
what's
暗
up?
くなってきちゃった。
Oh
た
yeah,
だいま戻りました。
it's seriously cold out there, huh? I decided I came back to the dorm after taking a look outside.
帰り二人とも。どうだった？
Thank you.
ダメですね。道は使い物にならないし、迂回路もなさそうです。
Damn. Yeah, this hill's not happening.
閉じ込められたか。
It had been isolated from the outside world. The cave in Senpai had mistaken for a landslide, but still expansive enough to shock everyone. Road which connected the academy and dorm on the hill to the city was completely out of service. We were trapped.
電気の復旧も目処が立ってないって。
Well, that also sucks. I'm sure it'll be back on tomorrow or a day after. It's already pretty late in the day. Several areas of the city were seemingly flooded, so they'd likely begin restoring power there and save us later. Couldn't you put your royal cheat powers to work, like sending out a helicopter or
ヘリ
something?
コプターはこの状況で使うと、 本格的に土砂崩れを誘発しかねないというもん。さらに言えば、
Yeah, I
日本
guess.
政府からこの件どうか大ごとにはしないでほしいと打診が来てい
Shit.
ます。
Big sneeze there. So they won't hold a princess in trouble even in a natural
それ
disaster?
でもシルビー様が望むなら、せめて皆様とお二人だけでも強行手段で脱出しますが。
ねえねえ、ここから出られないんじゃ今日はお泊まりするし
She
か
looks
ない
happy
って
there,
こと。
dude.
しゃあないな。布団用意しときますか。
Heck yeah.
ウェイ。
あんな感じです。
I understand perfectly. Causing a real landslide would be awful, so we'd have to queue out and wait for power to be restored. Luckily, in the modern world, we still had access to our cell phones and could get in touch with worried family members. There were likely girls who had planned on leaving during this long weekend anyways. It just meant everyone had been added to their ranks. However,
遠くなるね。
sure does. There are currently 102 people living in this dormitory. Based on the roll call that was taken yesterday, there were 89 of us remaining, and 7 guests like Sylvie present. It made 96 in total.
96人分のご飯か。
They had no meals at all. How's the convenience
今
store?
日はお休み。
Of course it
ちょうど
is.
品入れの今日というのが運が悪い。
Convenience store and cafe acted as disjoints food. This disposery had closed signs hung up. This is an emergency, so we could just help ourselves and go outside,
こ
but
このコンビニは食料品でなく文具や雑貨がメインです。あるのはせいぜいつまめるものくらいですね。
well, it was better than nothing. They had a decent amount of potato chips, chocolate, and so forth, but nothing that qualified as proper food. Yeah, I guess a real
同じく
meal.
喫茶店の方も3連休の間閉めるから日持ちのしないものは全部引き上げちゃってる。
Damn. Cafe, which ordinarily had a pile of bread on display, pretty much only had coffee beans for today. Well, that really sucks. What's that? Our soft drinks, huh? Convenience store had several soft drinks in stock.
水道管はつながったままだからありがたみは薄いな。まあカロリーベースでは頼りになるか。
I guess. They said the water lines were running and we had soft drinks. These weren't many types of sweets, but it wasn't like there was none either. Okay. There's a heap of sugar in the cafe, but it was if we desired, so there should be no worry that 100-ish people here starving. So we didn't have any real
と
meals.
りあえず今日のところはコンビニにあるものを完全開放し全員に均一に配りましょう。
Okay. So another plan. Let's hope the road is fixed by tomorrow. This is a more desperate survival situation. You can see what food every individual had on hand and distribute even more uniformly. There is no need to go that far. For a calorie perspective, starvation was a non-issue. Anyone who having to have their own food was lucky, and not their dinner plans would be a bit questionable for a day, that was all. We might go hungry for today, but it would surely mean for a funny story a few days later, then there was no need to get serious. We need to get serious for today
ご
anyways.
飯も大変だけどそれより問題は電気だよ。今日やたら寒くない？
Oh, chilly we're talking.
そうでしょうか。
Well, November can get chilly. Doesn't really feel that way to us since we've been out walking around. But I get it, the heat's out. It was November already, the season where the temperature had dropped sharply. Farah had gone out around 10 a.m. and the heaters stopped running. As the day went on, the temperatures was starting to drop and become quite chilly out. Once tonight felt it would definitely get even colder. It wasn't just the heaters, all electrical appliances were out of commission. The single refrigerator could apparently raise the temperature a degree in a 106 square foot room, and I'd heard a big screen TV could produce nearly as much heat as a small space heater. All those minor heat sources were out of operation for tonight.
本格的に冬ならみんな防寒着も出してたでしょうけど今はまだ秋ですし
Yeah.
春なんかもコンビニが起き出すのは11月後半から今は一番時期が悪いよ
Oh wow. Countermeasures for the
こ
cold.
こはもう個人で心がけるほかありません。最悪布団をかぶっているだけでもいい。
Yeah, I guess so. In the worst case scenario, indeed. Hoped it wouldn't come to that.
寒いと気分下がるよね
Yeah, I know. We're gonna sounding depressed. That was a
こ
problem.
のテラスってこんなに寒かったんだ
Horror, which is walled in by vending machines and exaggerated lighting, has been warm ever since I first arrived. Having such an ordinary, comfortable place came as a big mental strain. For someone like Reina to be this depressed, surely there was other girls in the dorm who had felt substantially worse. That would make those girls even more uneasy now that they were largely isolated from the outside world.
問題が出てきたね。明日にも早く復旧してくれるのを祈るよ。
Yeah, for sure. Tomorrow, huh? I guess so.
見
Back
て見
here.
て、私らのことやってる。
Peace on us, yeah. But I think we're going to end things out for now, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Hit the like button and comment, subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye, guys.